November 29, 2022, 48-year-old Kenneth Espinosa was driving in Trinidad, Colorado, when his son, Nathaniel Espinosa, who was driving a different vehicle, was pulled over by Deputy Mikhail Noel of the Los Animas County Sheriff's Office for an alleged traffic violation. Mr. Espinosa circled the block before parking approximately 75 feet behind Deputy Noel's patrol vehicle to wait for his son. As Mr. Espinosa waited and observed the traffic stop from this distance, Lieutenant Henry Trujillo arrived to assist in the traffic stop and made contact with Mr. Espinosa, who was still in his truck.
Do you need to be behind this traffic stop?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
It's my son right there. He was following me to Florida.
Okay, he's on a traffic stop, so you don't need to be behind it.
Why you gotta be mean?
Oh, I'm not being mean. We just don't like when people pull in behind us.
I don't like when they pull my son over for nothing for following.
That's what we get paid to do, to pull people over.
But you don't get paid to be.
But you don't either, okay? I don't got to put up with your. Okay, I asked you a simple question, okay?
Hold on, man.
In fact, you need to leave now or you're going to get charged. It's that easy. I'm recording too. I asked you a simple question. If you have attitude, that's your problem.
You
okay?
Pounding on my door.
Yeah, you saw me and you rolled your window up when I came. Hold on a second, okay?
No.
You rolled your window up when I walked up, okay? So I knocked on your window, okay? You are not a cop. You don't need to be behind you, okay? So you need to leave right now.
I don't need to do anything.
You got 5 seconds to leave, okay? There's no reason for you to be behind this traffic stop. No reason, okay? No reason, okay?
It's not a public street.
No reason.
Do I not pay taxes?
Do you always stop behind cops when they pull people over?
I ain't stopped right behind him.
Okay, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here, okay? You need to go.
No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son.
All right,
He's
fine.
right back to home.
Lieutenant Trujillo orders Mr. Espinosa to leave the traffic stop and threatens to charge him if he does not comply, although he does not say what crime he would be charged with, and Mr. Espinosa refuses to leave. Generally, it is legal for an individual to stop and observe a traffic stop, provided that they are not violating any parking laws, interrupting the normal flow of traffic, or obstructing law enforcement. Near the beginning of his interaction with Lieutenant Trujillo, Mr. Espinosa pressed the screen of his cell phone several times and stated that he was recording, and although it is unclear from the body camera footage whether he was already recording the traffic stop or if he began to record when Lieutenant Trujillo approached his vehicle, according to a federal lawsuit Mr. Espinosa filed regarding this encounter, he was observing and recording the traffic stop when Lieutenant Trujillo first walked up to him. The 10th Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over Colorado, recently recognized in the 2022 case of Irizarry versus Yahia that the First Amendment protects the right to film police officers performing their duties, subject to reasonable time, place, and manner restrictions, and concluded that, now quoting, "A peaceful recording of a traffic stop in a public space that does not interfere with the police officer's performance of their duties is not reasonably subject to limitation. Therefore, it is likely that a court would conclude that Mr. Espinosa was within his First Amendment rights to record the traffic stop, as long as he did not interfere with or obstruct the officer's performance of their duties. Under Section 18-8-104 of the Colorado Revised Statutes, a person commits the offense of obstructing a peace officer when, quote, by using or threatening to use violence, force, physical interference, or an obstacle, such person knowingly obstructs, impairs, or hinders the enforcement of the penal law or the preservation of the peace by a peace officer." In the 2005 case of Dempsey versus People, the Colorado Supreme Court explained that under this statute, although, quote, the obstacle or physical interference may not be merely verbal opposition, a combination of statements and acts by the defendant, including interposition of an obstacle, can form the crime of obstruction, provided that the conduct is of sufficient magnitude to actually obstruct, impair, or hinder enforcement of the officer's duty. Here, a court could find that Mr. Espinosa's refusal to leave was insufficient to support an obstruction conviction, as it appears he did not cause a physical interference that obstructed, impaired, or hindered the traffic stop and was exercising his First Amendment rights to film law enforcement. However, it is also possible that a court would determine that Mr. Espinosa violated the obstruction statute by refusing to obey Lieutenant Trujillo's order to leave the traffic stop, provided that it also concluded that this order was lawful.
I ain't stopped right behind you.
Okay, you don't need to be here.
You don't need to be here,
okay? You need to go.
No, I don't. I'm waiting on my son.
Right,
He's my ride back to Wilson.
Leave. Leave. That's the part. Stay. Hey, stop close car. Get the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
What are you gonna do?
SD file, give me the radio. Get out car! Get out the car!